Bad Boy. Miriam was 5 years old, and she was at home alone because her parents were at work. She was sitting on the stairs when she saw her mother coming from work. Her mother was a shop assistant in a supermarket. She worked in the morning and in the afternoon from Monday to Friday. She had long brown hair and she wore glasses. Miriam ran towards her mother to welcome her. Miriam gave her mother a big hug, and then they went to their small house. Their light brown house had 2 wooden steps in front of the door. They lived in a suburb of a small town in the state Oregon. Around the house was little grass where Miriam liked to play. There was a gray metal roof on the second floor of their wooden house. Miriam's father came home 1 hour later. Miriam also welcomed him with a big hug, but not as big as she had given her mother. Miriam's father was tall, and he didn't have much hair. He was a teacher in school, where he worked every weekday and sometimes on Saturday. When he came home, they had nice dinner. Miriam told her parents about her day. Then she asked them, "Why aren't you here with me?" "What do you mean, Miriam?" asked her mother. "Why do you leave the house in the morning?" Miriam asked. "Because we have to go to work, you know," answered her father. "But why?" Miriam wanted to know. Her parents looked at each other, and then her mother said, "Everything costs something. Food, this house, and other things as well. I and your father go to work because every week we get money for our work. Then we can buy food and other things." Miriam listened carefully, and then she went to her room. She was thinking about her mother's words. Jason was sitting in an armchair in his green t-shirt. He was looking from the porch of their house, and he was waiting for his parents. He had a view of their wooden fence and grass in front of it. Jason and his parents lived in a small 1-floor wooden house in the state Iowa. Behind the house were trees on which Jason liked to climb. At the moment he was bored, but then he was happy when he saw his parents coming in their car. It was an old green Ford with a white roof. When the car stopped at their fence, Jason ran towards his parents. Jason's father worked as a manager in a shop where he was always wearing a tie around his neck. Jason's mother worked as a librarian in downtown, and she was wearing big glasses. Jason's parents went to work in the morning, and they came home late in the afternoon. Jason was 6 years old, and he was looking forward to go to school next year. He was a good boy, but he didn't like to be bored. Next day, his parents were coming from work, but they didn't see Jason welcoming them. They went into their house, but they didn't see him anywhere. Then his mother went behind their house and looked at the trees. Jason was sitting on the tree. He was very high at the top of the tree. "Jason!" shouted his scared mother. "Please climb down." Jason
Sample complete. Ready to continue?